Custom table views in Neptune allow you to organize and visualize your model metadata however you want. This helps streamline analysis with persistent configurations that can be unique to each member of your team. In this video, we'll explore how we can customize the runs table by adding our own custom columns. We'll go through how we can filter by multiple criteria, as well as sorting your table. And finally, how we can utilize saved views to create specific configurations for different users. So first, let's head into the Runs Table tab. This is the default view that is populated when you create a new project. In this view, we can see all the runs of the project in one place. It only has a few details like the ID, the creation time, owner, and tags. This is pretty bland, and most often you will want to create your own custom view where you can filter runs based on a particular tag, metric, or even by an owner. Let's create a custom view where we only show the best performing training runs, sorted by the dice coefficient. To do this, we need to add a new column. If we navigate to the Add Column button here, we can look for the training dice _ coefficient metric. Let's select it. You can see now it's been added to our view. But we can also customize it further and change its appearance. For example, we can adjust the width of the column or rename it. Let's just call it dice coefficient. We can even change the background color and give it a gorgeous teal color to help differentiate our metrics. We can also move columns or remove anything we don't want to see. Let's remove the creation time column as it's irrelevant in our case. To do that, hover over the column header, click on the 3 dots, and select Remove Column. Now, let's filter and sort our new table view. As we only want to show the best performing training runs, we need to filter by the training tag. So if I just click on the training tag here, it's added to the query at the top. So the results you see now are only the runs which have training in the tag. Now, if I want to add, say, a secondary or additional filter, I can just add the metadata I want to filter by. For example, in our case, if we go to the query bar, we can filter the dice coefficient to show only the runs that are equal to or above 0.8. Clicking Enter will show our query results. So now I have all the training runs which have a validation dice coefficient equal to or above 0.8. However, we can go one step further. We can also sort this table and show the highest dice coefficient runs first. To do this, if we hover over the dice _ coefficient column, click on the 3 dots and select Sort Descending. We now have our desired custom view. Once we have the exact view we want, let's save it so we don't have to customize the default view every time. Simply click on the Save View as New button here. Let's call it something like Best Training Runs, sorted by dice _ coefficient. So now this view is saved, you will always have this as a persistent view. You can just copy the URL, share it with your teammates, and they will see best training runs. And again, this view is dynamic. So when you keep adding runs, as long as they meet this filter criteria, they will be included in this view. If you ever need to switch between multiple saved views, you can do so using this drop-down here. We can switch between all runs, fine-tuned runs, runs grouped by specific owners, or back to our newly created saved view. So to recap, we customized the default table view by adding a new column. We filtered the table through multiple criteria, by tags and a specific metric. We sorted the view based on a highest to lowest value. And finally, we saved and managed our own custom table views. If you want to learn more about how to use Neptune, head over to our Resource Center. This is where you'll find more video tutorials, as well as public example projects, case studies, and product updates. So check that out for more detailed information.